Nightmares in the attic. I always thought the dusty old attic in my childhood home was just a storage space for forgotten treasures and relics of the past. It wasn't until last week that I realized how wrong I was. As I climbed the creaky stairs, drawn by a strange compulsion to explore, I discovered a box of puppets my grandmother had once made for me. Their glassy eyes seemed to follow me, a detail I brushed off as a trick of the dim light. But that night, when I heard the faint sound of wood clacking together, a sense of dread crept into my veins. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to unravel. I was jolted awake by a shuffling noise, and as I peered into the shadows of my room, I saw them. The puppets were standing there, their strings moving as if guided by invisible hands. They began to act out a scene that was all too familiar, a recurring nightmare where I was chased by a faceless figure through a dense forest. My heart pounded as the puppets mimicked the desperate escape I knew so well, their wooden faces eerily expressive. It felt like they were drawing me into the nightmare, blurring the lines between reality and dream. In a desperate bid to reclaim my sanity, I rushed to the attic the next morning, determined to destroy the puppets. But as I gathered them into my arms, I noticed something chilling etched into their wooden bodies, tiny, meticulous carvings of my nightmares, scenes I had never spoken about to anyone. It was as if they were feeding off my fear, growing more lifelike with each terror-filled night. I realized then that the puppets weren't just toys, they were conduits, tools for something sinister lurking within the house. Panicked, I decided to burn them in a bonfire that night, hoping to sever the bond they had formed with my subconscious. As the flames devoured the wood, I felt a heavy presence lift from my chest. I thought it was over, but as I turned to leave, I caught a glimpse of movement from the corner of my eye. There, in the shadows of the attic window, the faint outline of a puppet waved goodbye, as if promising to return. It was then I understood, some nightmares never truly die, they merely find new vessels to haunt.